Hello, my name is Pauline. I am registered blind. I was registered blind when I was 55 and in 2 weeks' time I will be 70. As soon as I was registered blind I learnt Braille, which I was very pleased that I did that. I go to the Forward Together group in Swadlincote and I get a lot of satisfaction out of going to that group because with all the years of being blind I can help people that are newly registered, and there just isn't any facilities in this area for doing that really. When people are registered partially sighted or blind, it's a very frightening experience, and having been through that I do feel I'm available to help people, give them little tips of what makes life easier for them and just answer any questions that they've got.
So Pauline, what do you think that you've sort of gained most out of coming along to the group?
For me personally, I gain satisfaction that I am helping other visually impaired people. So there is very little help for blind people. So this group is a marvellous group for people that are newly registered.
So do you think you've made a positive contribution to the people that come along?
Well, I do my best to. I do answer any questions they've got, and they do come up with all sorts of questions and can sort of give them advice on things that make their life easier. Such simple things that they can do to help them.
So how would you feel about helping in the future, to come back and help others?
I'm always prepared to help as much as possible because I absolutely love volunteering and helping people. Prior to this group I was a volunteer for 8 years and I've missed that, and now this group started, it's marvellous, and I'm quite prepared to help with any groups that start in the future.
How do you feel it helps coming along to the group in that way, Pauline?
Well, it's a good chance for people to sit and have a nice social meeting and talk about any problems they've got, and hopefully I can help them with being blind myself for so long, and we all share each other's problems. Everybody has different problems when they're registered blind or partially sighted, and it's an ideal chance to have a get together, and hopefully they go away feeling a little bit more confident each time, and a few of the worries have been ironed out. Helping that way. Well, there's one lady in particular named Eva, and she always, from the start, always sits next to me, and she's always got some questions ready to ask me, and I'm always able to, up to now I've always been able to help her with the answers, so I know that I've helped her. And I also helped a gentleman that wanted to go swimming and was able to tell him exactly when the swimming lessons were for the blind in Swadlincote, and as far as I know he was joining the next week, so that's 2 people I know I've definitely helped.
Right then, Pauline, so how do you feel that you've helped and contributed to the group?
By giving people little tips that have helped make life easier over the years, such as no way can anybody, even partially sighted, and I'm blind but partially sighted, they would not be able to tell black from navy blue. So when I have any navy blue trousers, my sister stitches a little button on the inside of the trousers, so I can feel that, nobody can see it, and I can tell that those are navy blue trousers and not black. And I can give people tips like that. Also, the best gadget of all is the bump-ons, and not many people seem aware that with the bump-ons, if you put a bump-on above a 3-pin socket plug in the wall, they can line their plug up with that top bump-on, and that's something that people don't seem. I've never come across anyone, unless I've told them, that seem to know about that, and that's very important to be able to plug things in, which is very difficult when you haven't got your sight.
Yeah. So in coming along to the group, have you noticed a change in people as they've come along to each session?
Well, I certainly get the impression that they're all enjoying it and look forward to it, yes.
Yes. And how are you finding it? Does it?
Oh, I look forward to it. It makes life worthwhile to think that I can just help people in just some small way.
Right. And then how do you see things developing in the future? Because obviously we've got to look at funding in the future.
Well,
how would you like to see things?
I do know that if the group was to close, the people that are now established, well, they would really miss it because there just isn't anything else in the area. And I would miss doing my bit to help.
So how would you like things to develop? How would you like the group to actually continue?
Well, I think there are other people out there that don't yet know about us that must be desperate for help. So, and without funding, we can't do much else.